Hello, I'm Jared Willits, and welcome to My Thoughts for What They're Worth, Episode 2, my message to the political pundits. Before we get to that, I want to say thank you to all the people who took the time to watch and to comment and to like and to share and to subscribe. Please continue that effort. I'd really appreciate it as I try to get this podcast off the ground. Episode number 2 of a 4-week effort to see if this whole thing kind of works. We'll find out after episode number 4. But on to episode number 2, my message to the political pundits. Many years ago, in a land far, far away, there were political television shows where learned people, astute people, politically astute people gathered and talk about the politics of the day. There were disagreements, of course. There was lively conversation, spirited debate. But there was no slamming of fists. There was no yelling or shouting. There was none of that ad hominem stuff. You're wrong and you're ugly too. The personal attacks. None of that happened then. And it gave viewers an opportunity to think about different points of view about what was going on politically in the country and make some decisions. Those days are long gone. Today, it's entirely different. You know this. The political talk shows, for the great majority, they're on this side or they're on that side. And that is the only point of view that they present. And that is an amazing disservice to the viewers and to themselves in a way, because the more they talk about it, the more they believe it, and to the country, because no one's talking about other ideas. No one's listening to anyone else. And, every now and then, these shows will bring someone on from the other side. Is it a reasonable discussion? Is it lively debate? No. At best, it's confrontational. Then it gets ugly. Then people storm off the set, which, by the way, the producers of those shows really like a lot. The whole storming off the set, the angry guest, the angry host, yelling at each other. You're wrong. No, you're wrong. And you're ugly too. All that goes on. Producers love it. It makes for great headlines and great ratings, but it doesn't do anything good at all. I'd like to see a change in that. And I think a lot of people, I think, agree. Because when you're presenting just that one narrow point of view, you are not allowing your viewers to make any critical decisions and do any critical thinking and make some decisions. You are doing a disservice to them. You need to allow them to hear other ideas. You need to make them hear other ideas. And this goes for both sides, left and right. Allow your listeners or your viewers to hear different points of view without you yelling at that different point of view, whomever is presenting it, and telling them that they're so wrong you can't believe you're even inviting them to the studio to do a talk show. It is the way it is these days, and I think a lot of us would like to see it change. That's simply what I had to say about that today, but I do leave you with the words of Stephen Stills. If you don't know Stephen Stills, that's okay, but you missed a lot of great music. Stephen Stills, so many years ago, probably 1966. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. And those are my thoughts for what they're worth. I'm Jared Willits. I invite your comments.